Hi, today we're going to create an AI workflow that's going to help you produce content at scale. How we're going to do that, we're going to take a look at current systems that we're using to produce content, and we will optimize each step to use AI as much in our advantage and to save us a lot of time going back and forth communicating with ChatGPT and other AI tools. This kind of system can easily save up companies $5,000 per month, and I'm going to break it down later on in the video. So let's get started with the breakdown of our current content producing system. This isn't a process for ad production. This is a process for content that we publish on social media, newsletter, blog posts. And the main purpose of this content is to educate, to provide more value, to teach our customers what they want to hear, to answer some of their questions, etc., etc. So one of my clients has a production system that involves 4 people: copywriter, video editor, designer, and social media manager. We're first focusing on producing the main piece of content that's going to YouTube, and then we'll take that content and repurpose it into multiple text formats. So what we're going to do here is focus on that content repurposing part. We'll automate all of the processes except for human check, which is going to come at the end of the pipeline. The final result will be having text for newsletter, Twitter post, Facebook post, LinkedIn post, and a blog post. Each of the tags that we're going to produce is going to have different tonality, different style, and will be suited for the platform we're posting it on. When we think about automation and systems in a company, we first need to understand what is the current process, what are we currently doing, and what can be cut out, what can be automated. So let's get started with the first step. We first start with video ideation. This is the process where the copywriter has to come up with ideas that are relevant to our target audience and to write them down in a Google spreadsheet. The second step is script writing, also done by copywriter. Third step, script review, done by video producer. Fourth step is video editing. Fifth step is thumbnail creation, done by designer. Sixth step is done by social media manager, and it is creating titles, descriptions, and tags based on the script. The seventh step is reviewing by the video producer. And the eighth step is uploading to platforms. What we can do here is automate first, second, sixth, and eighth step, which means we're cutting the production process in half. We're having less delays between each step. Previously, video editor would have to wait for scriptwriter to finish the script, to finish the ideation. Then we would have to wait for title and descriptions. Then we would have to wait until we upload something. But we'll use AI to automate all of those processes and to have it done within seconds. And as the end result, we won't even have the needs for social media manager. So if you're paying your average employee $40 per hour and you produce 5 main pieces of content per week, that means that you'll be able to save up $1,600 per month and have 40 additional hours to put into higher return on investment activities. Now for the content repurposing part. Since it's going to be video to text, we just had copywriter work on this. He would take the main video, get the transcript from it, write the summary using ChatGPT, then create 5 different prompts to repurpose for newsletter, Twitter, Facebook post, LinkedIn, and blog. And most of the companies already use AI for these steps, but we're using it manually. So in order for us to get the transcript, we'll go to the transcript tool, we will have to paste the link, wait for it to process, then copy the link into ChatGPT to ask him to write a summary for us, then to create different prompts for all of these, then to wait, then to go back and forth. But we will make this one click without any effort on our side, and we will have a full spreadsheet with all of the content that we need to post. So that whole process saves us a lot of time. Benefits: saving 4 hours of labor per video, automating 90% of the steps, and letting AI do the work, and we're there just to check the final results. So the monetary value on this is $3,200 per month and 80 hours that can be put into some other activities. Okay, let's now go into NAN and let's create the workflow. Okay, first let's create a trigger. We can set a schedule one. We can set it to weeks, so we have a weekly update once a week, and let's set it on Monday. 8 a.m. This means that the automation will start each Monday at 8 a.m. Now we need to input data from somewhere. We're going to use Google Sheets, and let's name it content repurposing. We'll need 7 columns for this. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and all of the rest can be deleted. We'll have video link. This is where it plays the YouTube link of the video that we want to transcribe. Then we have the status. It will help the automation to know whether the video has been processed or not. And we will have the drop down menu with 2 options. First will be in production. The second will be done. And here we'll have all of different platforms. LinkedIn, now we're going to add another node connected to here, and we'll pick Google Sheets, and we want to get rows in the sheet. So pick that, and you need to connect your Google account for this. Select sheet within document, get rows from content repurposing. So that's the name that we added here. And the sheet is sheet 1. We're going to add a filter, select the column status, and we want to add the value in production. So it takes only the videos that needs to be processed. Make sure it's written the same as it is here. And that's it. Now we're going to get info from this Google Sheet. Let's add a YouTube link there so we can test it out. So this is one of my videos. And when we go here and press test step, it should bring us the link. Now we want to create a loop here. So when one video finishes processing, the second one will start until we have no other videos under the status in production. So let's go here, search for loop order items. Batch size should be 1. So we're going to process 1 at a time. So what we want to do now is we want to name this video link so we can later recall on it. And we're going to do this by adding a set node. We'll add a field. The name can be YouTube_link. And the value, we're going to get the value from our previous node. So let's connect it here. And we want to use this one, this value, which is going to be the video link. And we want to paste it here as a string. So now when we test it out, it will be named YouTube link, and the value will actually be the link to YouTube video. For us to get the transcript from video, we're going to use this API called YouTube Video Summarizer GPT. It's free to use and it works just well. It will get the captions from the YouTube video by getting its ID. So this is a whole URL and we need to get just the ID from it. So we're going to create a new node here and it's going to be code, and we'll use some custom code to get the ID from the URL. So I already worked on this and I have the code ready. So I'll just paste it in. You can use ChatGPT. So you need to prompt it to get the ID from the previous prompt, which is going to be the YouTube link. So let's test it out. And as you can see, YouTube link is turned into the video ID. Now when we have the ID, we're going to add an HTTP request, which is going to link us to the API. We're going to use the method get URL. We can find it here. Should be this one, the endpoint. We're just going to paste it here. We're going to activate send query parameters and we'll paste the data from here. So first parameters, we're going to copy it from here. So video ID should be linked to the video ID that we have in the previous input. And another one is going to be platform. So this is going to be the platform that we're going to use, which is YouTube. Then we're going to add headers. First one is the API key. So we're going to go here and copy our API key here. And we're going to add another one, which is going to be the host. And we'll copy the value. So let's test it out now. Okay, so we already have the transcript of my video, but we have a lot of things that we don't want to use here. So we don't need these start and end points. We don't need it to be segmented like this, and we'll get rid of that in the next step. So let's add another edit fields node. Let's call it data transcript. And let's use the value from the previous node where we have the transcript. So this is the one. And let's change it to object. So now when we test it out, it should display only the text, but we still have the segments here. So we'll use a custom code node to fix that. And what we want to prompt ChatGPT here is that we have our transcript created in multiple objects and we want to merge them. So I'll copy the code for it, test it out, and it works. So now we have only the text of the transcript that we can use in our future steps. Okay, now is the fun part. We'll use an LLM chain. We'll define it by the transcript. And we'll add a prompt. And we'll use ChatGPT for this. So I wrote down this simple prompt so he can create a prompt for an AI agent. So it will describe each step when summarizing the transcript, so we can then use it for repurposing. So let's copy it. Let's add a model here, and we'll use the OpenAI chat model. It should be connected to your account, and I will use GPT-4o Mini. So let's now go here and test it out. This should give us a summary of our transcript. Okay, it looks good. Let's now add another LLM chain, which is going to convert that summarized script into posts for different platforms. Basic LLM chain, defined below, and it will be based on the previous export, which is going to be the LLM chain. And we'll create a new prompt with ChatGPT here and just copy it as well. We'll add the same model here, so OpenAI. And let's test it out now. You're a babysitter struggling to attract new clients. Discover how a simple marketing funnel can transform your client acquisition process. Yeah, this looks very good because I asked him to start off with a hook. So I need to have a clear guide on each step while processing transcripts. Something like first is the intro, then social proof, etc. So it works good because this is a good hook already. For an AI text, this is very good. So are you a babysitting struggling to attract new clients? So we're targeting the audience. It's a good hook. And then we have some bullet points here. We have a call to action. Let's discuss this in the comments. So it's a very good script. So now we have the LinkedIn post ready. If we want to repurpose to multiple different platforms, as we said, we will use this output and we will create multiple LLM chains with different prompts. For example, we used this prompt to create a LinkedIn post, which mentioned it should be concise, engaging, and professional. If you're doing a Twitter post, it needs to be up to 280 characters. If we're doing a Facebook community post, it needs to resonate with the audience that already bought our product. So you can use different prompts here and have all of the exports into our Google Sheets. So how we're going to connect it to Google Sheets, let's finish it up with the LinkedIn post, and you can do the same for all of the rest. We'll link it to the sheet, Google Sheets, and we want to update rows in a sheet. We'll connect it to our account. The document is going to be content repurposing. The sheet will be sheet 1. And the column to match on should be the video link. So that's the first column here. So let's link the video link here. It should be the YouTube link one. The status should be set to done. So it automatically changes there. So done. And the LinkedIn should be our final export here. And that's it. For all of the others, you would use different exports here and it would work the same way. So let's test it out now. And let's see if it's working. We probably want to do this. You can set 20 links here and get 100 pieces of content in just a few seconds. So that's it. A very easy automation that's going to save you a lot of time, a lot of money, and you won't have to manage as many people as you used to do. If you want to work with me one-on-one, feel free to reach out. If you have any questions, feel free to leave comments and I'll be glad to help. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll talk to you very soon.